You ready?
Can you call the roll, please?
Director Scobie is excused. Director Wilson?
Here.
Director Hayes?
Here.
Director Augustine is not present. Director Eccles is not present. Director Edwards? And President Bradley.
Here we have a quorum. I'll call a meeting order.
From the President, Supplemental Agreement Number 1 to PSA Number 1230, Jefferson's and 22nd Traffic Flow and Corridor Improvements, CMAQ 5417604, STP 5417605. Supplemental Agreement Number 1234, ADA Self-Evaluation and Transition Plan, St. Louis, Missouri. PSA number 1240, Call Design of Video Camera Surveillance Systems, St. Louis, Missouri. Recommendation that the following festival zones be approved subject to certain conditions as follows. 9 Network, October 3rd through 5th, 2019, Shakespeare Festival at Olive between Grand and Spring, and Olive and Alley, Olive and Washington between Grand and Spring. Clean Zone for St. Louis Cardinals, October 3rd through November 3rd, 2019. Clean Zone Lenore K. Sullivan on the east, 11th on the west, Chestnut on the north, and Shoto on the south for MLB postseason. Clean Zone would be from October 3rd through November 3rd, 2019, and will prohibit signage, merchandising, and ancillary. The activities include within the MLB postseason will be held Thursday, October 3rd, 2019 through Sunday, November 3rd, 2019. During these dates, the requested clean zone will have a variety of activities in some public spaces and on private property. Unity Festival and Market, October 5th, 2019 at Fairgrounds Park. King of Queen Rosary Run, October 12th, 2019 at 3rd Street from Cedar and Gracia to Run Route, 3rd and Gracia going south, east on Lombard, north on 2nd, east on Popular, north on L.K. Sullivan, turn around at Biddle, return following same path to start and finish line. Winterfest at Keener Plaza, November 22nd, 2019 through January 26, 2020 at Keener Plaza. St. Louis Blues pregame rally, October 2nd, 2019 at 14th Street between Market and Clark. Recommendation that emergency work orders issued for the month of August 2019 by the Department of the President and Facilities Management Division, Board of Public Service for emergency work and repairs requiring prompt attention be approved. From the President and Director of Public Utilities and Streets, joint recommendation that the following permits be approved subject to certain conditions. Veterans Health Administration, a mid-block crosswalk on Bell Street at the side of 915 North Grand. And Hill DK LLC for a public improvement to consist of new city roadway lighting, conduit and cable to illuminate the extension of Boardman south of Daggett and Wilson east of Hereford. This work will supplement work under permit number 126256 at 5006 Daggett. From the President and Director of Streets, joint recommendation that the permit for the Soulard School to encroach with handicap ramp at 1109 through 11 Victor be approved subject to certain conditions. From the Director of Public Utilities and Streets, joint recommendation that the following permits for AT&T be approved subject to certain conditions as follows. AT&T contractor to access handhold at the front of 6401 Chippewa and bore 175 feet north and then turn west into alley and bore 415 feet to the rear of 6435 Chippewa, etc. Placing approximately 525 feet of copper cable between manholes to be repaired damage caused by gas company on Walton Avenue between Newberry and Fountain to be able to repair street to remove street plates. Joint recommendation that the following permits for charter be approved subject to certain conditions as follows. Starting at northwest corner of Clinton 2206 North 10th Street, 63102. Going north for 362 feet at 821 Clinton Street, placing a vault, then going west for 200 feet, ending in front of 2222 North 9th Street, 63102. Starting at existing charter pole in front of 1701 South Kings Highway, 2 poles west of Kings Highway, riser down to bore across Northrop to the north of the street by 1641 South Kings Highway, setting a vault in the sidewalk. Then bore Kings Highway around the corner to go up to the west side of the street to the intersection of McCree, etc. Joint recommendation that MCI Metro access starting at an existing handhold located at the rear of 4901 Washington bore and place conduit for new fiber 333 feet west along the south side of alley, turn north and bore 12 feet to customer at 4930 Delmore. Joint recommendation that permit for Ameren, Missouri to install 1 pole at point 4 and remove 2 existing poles at point 1 and 2. New overhead wires and pole will be constructed with bucket truck at west side of River City, 1,200 feet south of Alabama. From the Directors of Public Utilities and Public Safety, joint recommendation that permit for 182 East Grand LLC for a boundary adjustment at 182 East Grand and 190 East Grand in City Block 2497 be approved subject to certain conditions. From the Director of Parks, Recreation, and Forestry, recommendation that Soulard Business Association to encroach with double-leg directory sign at Soulard Park on 8th Street and Lafayette be approved subject to certain conditions. And now we have the conditional uses.
Good afternoon, Mr. President and members of the board. My name is Sandra Long, zoning specialist for the city, and I'll be representing the building commissioner at today's meeting. For board order number 766, transmitted herewith are recommendations for the following conditions using agenda application. Conditions. Following conditional use agenda application. Approval with conditions is recommended for 7 applications. 4211 North 21st Street, 5801 Thekla, 726 Rush, 3943 McCree, 1625 North Union, 6150 Delmar, and 2849 North Union. I request that these recommendations be approved as submitted.
Are there any questions from the board on the conditional uses?
Motion to approve the conditional uses as submitted.
Second.
Moved in second for approval. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Scobie is excused. Director Wilson.
Aye.
Director Hayes.
Aye.
Director Augustin.
Aye.
Director Eccles.
Aye.
Director Edwards.
Aye.
And President Bradley.
Aye. Conditional uses are approved. I'd like to turn your attention to our meeting minutes from last Tuesday, September 24th, 2019. Are there any questions or comments on the minutes as presented?
Move to approve the minutes. Second.
Moved in second for approval of last week's minutes. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Scobie is excused. Director Wilson.
Aye.
Director Hayes.
Aye.
Director Augustin.
Aye.
Director Eccles.
Aye.
Director Edwards.
Aye.
And President Bradley.
Aye. The minutes are approved. Today's agenda. Questions or comments on the agenda?
Motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
Moved in second for approval of today's agenda. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Scobie is excused. Director Wilson.
Aye.
Director Hayes.
Aye.
Director Augustin.
Aye.
Director Eccles.
Aye.
Director Edwards.
Aye.
And President Bradley.
Aye. Today's agenda is approved. Motion for adjournment, please.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned. Thank you all.